The rise of Liverpool's young gems, Trey Neoni and Rio Nugamoha shine bright in Yokohama victory. As Liverpool concluded their pre-season tour in Japan with a commanding 3-1 win over Yokohama F. Marinos, two young stars stole the spotlight in dazzling fashion, Trey Neoni and Rio Nugamoha. Despite the presence of high-profile signings and experienced names, these two academy products delivered moments of elite quality, providing Liverpool fans with a glimpse of what could be a golden future under Arne Slot. This article dives into the performance, style, technical brilliance, and future potential of both Nyoni and Ngumoha, whose goals and contributions were not just impactful but electric in both creativity and execution. Tactical context: youth with a purpose. Arne Slot's decision to feature academy talents in a relatively competitive fixture against the Japanese champions reflected his commitment to integrating youth into the senior structure. While the likes of Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike dominated pre-match headlines, it was the teenagers who left an indelible mark. Liverpool lined up in a fluid 4-3-3 formation, transitioning into a 4-2-3-1 when in possession. As the match wore on, the manager introduced Nyoni and Ngumoha to inject energy, vision, and unpredictability, attributes they delivered in abundance. Trey Neoni. The midfield orchestrator of the future Who is Trey Neoni. At just 17 years old, Trey Neoni is already being whispered about in elite circles as a midfield maestro in the making. Signed from Leicester City's academy in 2023, Nyoni's development at Kirkby has been rapid. Known for his intelligence on and off the ball, what he showed in Yokohama went far beyond his age. Performance breakdown. Nyoni was introduced in the second half, and almost immediately he brought rhythm to Liverpool's midfield. Operating as a box-to-box midfielder, he demonstrated exceptional spatial awareness, linking play between defense and attack with elegance. His goal, Liverpool's second of the night, came in the 68th minute. After picking up a pass from Jeremy Frimpong on the right flank, Nyoni didn't panic. He took a composed touch, opened his body to assess his options, and then slotted the ball into the bottom corner with cold precision, leaving the goalkeeper rooted. Key attributes displayed. 1. Composure under pressure. What stood out was Nyoni's ability to remain calm even with defenders pressing aggressively. His control and confidence resembled that of a seasoned professional. 2. Ball progression. Nyoni completed over 90% of his passes, many of them progressive. His vertical passing broke Yokohama's midfield lines multiple times, creating space for forwards to operate. 3. Defensive tenacity. He wasn't all elegance. He made several successful tackles and interceptions, showing grit and commitment to Liverpool's high-press style. 4. Positional awareness. Even off the ball, he was vocal, always scanning the pitch and adjusting his positioning to receive passes or close down spaces. Projection. Nyoni is more than a promising player. He looks like a future staple of Liverpool's midfield. His technique, vision, and versatility suggest he can play either as a deep-lying playmaker or a more advanced number 8. With the likes of Thiago Alcantara now gone and Wataru Endo aging, Nyoni may find himself in senior matchday squads more frequently this season. Rio Nugamoha, Liverpool's next electric winger. Who is Rio Nugamoha? At just 16 years of age, Rio Nugamoha is already being talked about as one of the finest wide attackers to emerge from the Liverpool Academy in the last decade. An England U17 international, Ngumoha has made waves with his pace, dribbling, and flair. But it was in Yokohama that the footballing world took notice. Match-changing impact introduced late into the game, Ngumoha's impact was immediate and electrifying. With Liverpool 2-1 up, the teenager decided to put on a show. Receiving the ball wide on the left in the 87th minute, he embarked on a mazy run, ghosting past two defenders with skillful footwork before cutting inside and curling the ball into the top right corner. The crowd at Nissan Stadium erupted. Not just Liverpool fans, but even the neutrals admired the brilliance of what they had witnessed. It was not just a goal, it was a statement. Key attributes displayed. 1. Dribbling and ball control. Ngumoha's low center of gravity, combined with lightning-fast feet, allowed him to glide through defenders as though they weren't there. 2. Acceleration and pace. He burst past his markers effortlessly. His first 5 yards were explosive, making it almost impossible for defenders to keep up. 3. Confidence and flair. What stood out was his boldness. He wasn't afraid to take players on or try something audacious. The goal he scored required not just skill, but belief. 4. Finishing touch. For a young player, he showed remarkable composure. His shot was deliberate, placed, and accurate, signs of a natural finisher. Rising star status, Rio Nugamoha's style draws early comparisons to Raheem Sterling during his early days at Anfield. He has the flair of a street footballer, but the discipline of a modern winger. Under Slot's guidance, Ngumoha could become a mainstay in cup competitions and eventually challenge for league minutes. Chemistry between the two. Interestingly, both goals from the youngsters came during a phase of the game where Liverpool were trying to kill off Yokohama's growing confidence. Their understanding, movement off each other, and ability to exploit gaps in the opposition's defense spoke of hours of academy training, and perhaps something more intuitive. They represent the future spine of Liverpool's team. Nyoni in the middle, dictating play, and Ngumoha on the wing, tearing defenders apart. That future might come sooner than expected. Manager's reaction. After the game, Arne Slot said, "Both Trey and Rio showed extraordinary maturity today. It's not easy to play in front of 67,000 fans and remain calm, creative, and clinical. They've earned their moments." Slot's philosophy encourages technical, confident young players to express themselves. With that backing, both Nyoni and Ngumoha could become permanent features of his Liverpool era. What makes them special? Beyond the technical attributes, these youngsters bring a mentality, a rare blend of confidence, humility, and hunger. They don't just play football, they live for moments of brilliance. Their contribution against Yokohama wasn't accidental. It was the result of years of structured training and raw desire. Liverpool's famed academy at Kirkby deserves immense credit for grooming such fearless talents. The coaching staff have instilled in them not just skills, but a tactical education that allows them to shine in complex match situations. Stats, snapshot player minutes, goals, assists, pass accuracy, successful dribbles. Trey Neoni, 30+, means 1-0, 91% 2. Rio Nugamoha, 10+, mines 1-0, 89% 3. Global attention clips of Ngumoha's goal went viral within hours. Major football outlets like ESPN, The Athletic, and Sky Sports highlighted the two players' performances. Social media dubbed them the Kirkby Kings, and fans called for their inclusion in the upcoming Community Shield squad. Even rival fans admitted, Liverpool's academy is cooking again. Final thoughts. In a match where Liverpool's established and new signings were expected to shine, it was Trey Neoni and Rio Nugamoha who stole the headlines. Their performances weren't just exciting, they were symbolic. In a post-Klopp era, Liverpool are clearly investing in youth and building from within. The journey is just beginning for both of these young talents. But if the Yokohama match is any indicator, Liverpool fans can rest assured. The next generation is not just ready, they're already delivering.